Today, our champion, Robert Bere of Hanson, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of Steve Renaud of Southbridge, Massachusetts, on Candlepin bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis. Glad you could join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts for 3 strings of Candlepin bowling, total pinfall determining our winner. And we have tangible souvenirs for our winner and our runner-up provided by the Ace Trophy Company of Boston. We have guaranteed prize money of $1,200. $700 of that goes to the winner. $350 goes to the runner-up. $50 to the winner of each string. And if they tie, obviously, they split that at $25 apiece. There are several other ways we can enrich them, but I shall tell you right now about some of these certificates I have in my hand. Most of you are familiar with them. One is a $50 gift certificate from Super 7 Tire Dealers. That will go to today's runner-up. And a $50 gift certificate from True Value Hardware Stores and Home Centers will go to our marksman of the day, the bowler with the most marks. Tell you about the money later. Right now, let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? Steve Renaud, back again, huh?
Nice to be back.
You son of a gun, you are going for that. You want to be around in August, don't you, huh?
It'd be nice. It'd be nice. Gonna try.
You know, I was looking over your record here, and 4 times while you've been with us, you've bowled over 400 and come close some others. 415 is the best so far, huh?
Try and improve on it today. We'll try.
I'll bet, yeah. What have you done lately besides go around with a state champion jacket on and so?
Getting ready for Canada next month.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Alfie Johnson, which will be on next week, he's on my team. Dick O'Connell, which I bowled against before, he's on the team. We got a good team.
Yeah, I guess you have.
We're looking forward to it.
So, you see, he's talking about meeting Alfie next week and all this stuff. You're, of course, going to step aside and let him do that.
Well, I don't think so. We'll give it a shot anyway.
Well, you gave it a shot last week. That must have been a big thrill to knock off the big guy, huh?
That was very nice, very gratifying.
We're talking about Tom Olszta, and obviously, I guess when a guy comes in and faces Tom, you say to yourself, hey, I'm going up against a heavy hitter here.
Well, you just can't worry about who you're bowling against. You just try to stay in your game and just bowl. And whoever you bowl against, I mean, anybody who comes on is going to be a good bowler, so.
Well, you're both fine bowlers, and I'm looking forward to this one. You guys are, too. I'm going to wish you luck. I'm going to wish you luck, Buck. And we'll be back right after this.
Candlepin Bowling is sponsored in part by True Value Hardware, your store of first choice.
Renaud, today's challenger on the line. One of the fine young Candlepin bowlers, making his 11th appearance today, league average 128. Steve has a high single of 187 and a high triple of 481. An 8 to begin. Steve's the 1986 Massachusetts Bowling Association Open Singles Champion. And in 1987, teamed with his dad, Harry, to become the NBA Open Doubles Champion. The 1, the 2, the 10, and a piece of wood against the 10. Got the 1 and 2, but the 10 is still there. He had a sizzling roll-off. When you think that we're talking about 5-string totals, he rolled a 745. 245 bonus pins. All right, here is our defending champion, Bob Bere of Hanson. League average 121, high single 182, high triple 440. Right side is 3, 6, 10. Left side is 4 and 7 with a piece of wood up against the 4 and 7. Trying to hit that little spot between the 3 and the 6, and he punched out the 6. He has an 8 to begin. He made his first appearance on our show last week and defeated Tom Olszta. Bob is representing the Hanover Bowlodrome. Six and 9 are the 2 pins remaining, and there's wood in front of the 6. Made the spare. And the first mark goes up on the board. Or I should say on the computerized scoreboard. Steve Renaud. 1 and 3 to knock down for a spare. All over it. He gets his first mark. Seven is the fill, and he's left with 3, 6, 10. Yes, a pair of spares. Artistically displayed on our scoreboard with the magic fingers of Al Giglio. Bob Bere. Five, 6, and 10. 7 was the fill. Not. He got the 5 and 6, but the 10 didn't go. Bob is married and father of 1 child. He had a 653 in winning his roll-off. So he averaged over 130. That makes the Steve Renaud 745. It gives you an idea of just how spectacular that is. Big hit. Is it going to go? No, the 10-pin would not go. It rocked back and forth, but refused to drop. So let's see if he can pick up the spare on this right side. Keep it away from that cliff on the right-hand side. He got it. All right. So we go to a scoreboard. Take a check on it. First time, as we do after 4 boxes in the first string and in the second. Each bowler has a bonus ball to throw, and pins already down. It's Renaud 45 and Bere 44. Here's Steve Renaud trying for some bonus money. As you know, 3 marks in a row. Any combination of strikes or spares in the same string will establish a bonus of $50. Will he get it? Ooh, with that 10 not going down, he's going to have to earn it because he's going to have to put the 4 over to get the 10. 8 is the fill. And this will be a tough spare to make, if he can make it. That's a split, boy. That is a real split. He's looking over the wood. He's trying to see just where it is, and can he utilize it, sending 1 to the right and 1 to the left. Well, he got the 1 to the right, and he saw the piece of wood that was sort of perpendicular toward the 4, and hoping that he could just brush against it. Now he picks a single pin. So no bonus at this particular moment. There's an extra $100 for anybody that goes over 400. And after establishing a bonus of 50 in a string, there's the strike. Boy, he sure would like to have had that spare. 3 strikes in a row in the same string. An additional bonus of $1,000. Bob Bere, today's defending champion. Bob gets 6 on his spare. Faced with 1, 3, 6, and 7. No wood except 1 over in the right-hand corner. Got that right side beautifully, but the 7 is still there. Spare leave. Bob Bere is faced with the 2 and 4. He made it. At the end of the show, we're going to be shooting for a high-low jackpot 1/7/10 worth $1,100. As you note on the scoreboard, for those of you who are just seeing our electronic scoreboard, big hit. Hey, he has 2 strikes in a row. I'll explain later what I was going to tell you. Right now, the concentration is going to be on Steve Renaud. He has 2 strikes in a row. Is it going to go? Look at that. It's rocking. It's rocking. It's rocking. And it... He almost did a gymnastic flip back here. One rocking pin away from $1,000, and I'm sure that that affected his firing at the 5-pin here, missing the spare. Well, as I started to say, for some of you who perhaps have not seen our new electronic scoreboard, obviously the name of the challenger is on the left, the defending champion on the right, and the word lead over on the right-hand side applies to the defending champion. So if it is a minus, that means he's down by that, and obviously if it does not contain a minus, that would be his lead. So it's always referring to the defending champion. And it is lead, not lead, or get the lead out. No, it's lead. One of the toughest, as you know, is this shot. Diamond. Nope. Diamond wins again. Boy, that is a tough spare lead. Whether it's right side, left side, or in the middle as it was there. A 10 box. Now Steve Renaud. Steve is sort of doubly employed. He's single and works as an auto body repairman, and he also works for and is sponsored by the American Lanes in Southbridge. One, 3, 8, and 10, with wood against the 8 and wood against the 10. It went. Another mark. Spare in the 9th. Bonus. It's 6. 1, 3, 7, and 8. And the only wood is to the right of the 3. Unless he gets some sidewall action. Let's see what he does. He tried for the sidewall, just didn't work. A 9. An excellent 146 opening string for our challenger, Steve Renaud. Now our defending champion, Bob Bere, trying to put together a couple of heavy boxes here in the 9th and 10th. Then he has a spare leave. 2 and 4. No wood to help. He's waiting for that wood to settle down. Bob had a pretty good day last week against Tom Olszta and picked up, in addition to the $700 for winning, he also got too bad, $225 in bonus money. a 10. I mentioned our high-low jackpot is worth $1,100. Our home viewer jackpot is $200. Ooh, he wanted that 5 to go down. He's got an inverted triangle made up of the 4, 5, and in back he has the 8 pin. However, there's a little V of wood over on the right, and he will be trying to use that, I'm sure, to try to get this. He used the left side of it and did not get the 8, got 4 and 5. So $50 in bonus money will go to Steve Renaud as the winner of the first string. So the score after one is challenger Steve Renaud 146 and defending champion Bob Bere 117. And Bob Bere leading off in the middle string, down by 29 pins. So close to a strike. 5-pin rocking for him, but of course there was much more drama, obviously much more drama when it was going for 3 strikes in a row for Steve Renaud. Good start for Bob Bere. Five. This is tough with side by side 4 and 5, and then across the back 7, 8, 10. 3 pieces of wood, one pretty much in the gutter on the right hand side, and then 2 of them about where the 5 would be. Oh yes, all right, pretty spare. Yes, that's worth taking another look at. Now Steve Renaud rolled a fine 146 opening string. One, 2, 7, and wood between the 2 and the 7. And the 2 refused to go. Our crew today is Skip Peabody and Paul Clark, Roger Rice, and Dick Erickson. Steve Renaud has 1, 8, 9 still standing. It's going to be a tough shot anyway, but he'd like to see where that thing is going to settle down. It has, to the right side. And got 2/3 of it. I already mentioned that Al Giglio is keeping score on the electronic scoreboard. Keith Williams is keeping score here for the live audience. Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. And you know, who, isn't that, oh, look at that sartorial elegance with the pink, oh, baby, and look at the Sox match. Strike! Ralph Stewart, we were talking about, our lob line judge and referee, and Bob Bere comes along and blasts a strike. So he has 3 marks in a row, $50 in bonus money, and a great start to the middle string. First bonus ball. Just missed getting another strike. Single pin to pick up for another $50 in bonus money, because once that 50 has been established, every mark, as long as he can make them consecutive, will be worth $50 apiece. He's got a piece of wood that he has to watch, which is rolling around in the vicinity of where number 1 would be. lob, and it cost him a spare, and it gives him a 9-box. Ralph Stewart, we were discussing that at one time, and the one thing that Ralph hates more than anything to have to call is a lob, because he is a bowler himself, and he knows how much it hurts. But, as I said, we go by the rules, and a lob is a lob. And Bob knew it. He turned around. He knew immediately that he had done it. It's a shame because obviously it would have been 4 marks in a row. I know a lot of folks think out there, you know, like that we're being too strict because, after all, in league bowling and so forth, and gee, every time we go out and lots of guys lob and so forth like that. Yeah, but they're not competing on either a state championship level or, in this instance, where we are here and adhering strictly to the rules. There are no excuses for it. They know that when they come here. Okay, score after 4. Here in the middle string, with a bonus ball still to be thrown by Steve Renaud. He's at 40, and Bob Bere has taken the lead in this string, 63-40. Our defending champion Bob Bere on the line. Chance for another mark. That was no lob that time. Boy, he made sure. He just barely got that over the footfoul line. I turned to him during the break and sort of made the move, much as to say, oh, that was tough. And he smiled, stuck out his hands on both sides, shrugged his shoulders as much as say, hey, what are you going to do? I did it. Oh, so close, but the 9-pin did not go. A 10. As you note over on the right-hand side, the lead of Steve Renaud has been reduced to 5, and now he has an opportunity to add to it, and he does with 10 more. The 16, of course, is because he's opposite a 9-box. Half Worcester left. First ball gets him just 2. Total of 6 is the fill. And he leaves 4-pin standing. The 1, the 4, the 7, excuse me, the 3, the 4, the 7, and the 9. Bob Bere coming up. One, 2, 9, and 10, and a lot of wood. 1, 3. Made it. Spare. As you know, all of you who watch all the time are aware that I describe everything because there are so many viewers who are either totally blind or legally blind and who appreciate our doing that. And I just want to pass along best wishes to Duty Chabot, who's 82 years old in Haverhill, and he's been watching the show since back when it started. And that's 30 years ago. He's legally blind. So I just want to say hi to Duty Chabot. All right, Steve Renaud. Is it going to go? He has the, nope, the 8-pin. Still waiting for wood to settle down. Nice shot. Used the wood, kicked it over. The last stop on the World Candlepin Bowling Congress Pro Tour was won by Jeff Atkins with a 13.62. Strike on top of that. Mike Morgan was second, 1 pin behind. Then Dave Richards, Mike Marl, and John Taberski. Bob Bere, our defending champion, drops 8 with a spare lead 6 and 10. Too bad, he just got one of them, the 6. On the ladies' part of that last WCBC Pro Tour, it was Benny Brady in first place, Karen Farrer second, Velma Stokes third, Dot Petty fourth, and Tony Marie Baldinelli fifth. Brady's winning score was 11.78, 4 pins ahead of Farrer and 6 pins ahead of Stokes. A 10. 124. And a box to go. Same 2 pins on the right-hand side, but now a piece of wood is right across in front of the 6 and 10. So if he hits it well, it should go. It does. 134. Five. 139. Now Steve Renaud working on a strike. He has 2 marks in a row, spare and strike. First one gets him 7, and he'll be working on 3, 6, and the 4 alone over on the left. Can he kick it over? Ooh, he just missed getting that 3 pin. Went a little tiny bit too far to the right. $119. Big strike, 129. Another hammer here, and he ties. He did. He did. He tied it. So, Bob Bere's fine, 139. Already has been tied and is about to be broken. And maybe more. $147. So what had been a 29-pin lead now has increased to a 37-pin lead. Steve Renaud is really piling up the numbers, and as we discussed before the program began, he has 4 times previously gone over 400, but has been unable to get enough of a score to get him into our championship show. He's well on his way toward it today. The score right now at the end of 2 is Steve Renaud 293 and Bob Bere 256. Steve Renaud leading by 37 pins going into the 3rd string. After 2 fine strings of 146 and 147. And he has a spare leave. 2, 4, and 7. He knew he was going to be too full on that one. Was not quite getting the pocket that he wanted. So he got the 2 and 4. There goes the 7 for a 10. Now he's back again with another strike. I mentioned all our personnel except, of course, the boss, Phil Rubens, our producer and director. Here's Bob Bere. He was glad to see that 5-pin go down. That leaves him with a much more makeable situation, even though there's no wood, as he's left with the 6, 9, and 10. 2 full either side of that, and it goes, but I mean, just on as long as he hits it. But we have seen that particular spare leave rob so many guys. It looks easy. We've seen it in different combinations, obviously not just that one. So he comes back with a delayed action strike. Tough to start out, though, being 39 pins down. Spare leave now for Steve Renaud. 1 and 2 with wood. He's got it. A strike. Another $50 in bonus money. And, of course, it's still alive. Bob Bere. First ball gets him 5 and leaves him 4 horsemen right side and a tough one, the 8-pin. When you're right side. When you concentrate on getting that back pin like that, it's difficult to make all 5. So the fill is 8, and he'll be going for a 10 now to try to pick up 6 and 10, and he does. There's a good spare lead, but of course he's opposite a strike. And actually it's a strike, spare, strike for Steve Renaud. Oh, baby, you shake your fist on that one and say, wow. Nice to, that little piece of wood was stuck out there. Okay, 51 pins down, and then we'll see what'll happen after they both fill their marks. First bonus ball for Steve Renaud, and that leaves 4 horsemen right side, plus the 4 and 7, no wood. Still has 3 pins there, the 1, 4, and 7. So the fill turns out to be 7, and that streak of marks stops at 3. Three and 10. Piece of wood up against the 3. The 10 goes. 3 and 10. So it's a spare. And Bob Bere. Steve Renaud right now in a good position because after 6 he's at 86 plus. And he's going for a substantial 400 is what he wants. Something that will put a number up on the board that will bring him back in here for our next championship show, probably the last Saturday in August. Oh, the 7 would not go for Bob Bere. He makes it for a 10. Half Worcester, right side. And he still has 2 of them standing, 5 and 6. It's an 8 as he missed them both. Steve Renaud. Spare in the 6, so he'll be adding to that. 86 plus. Plus 9 more, 95. And another mark. That's his 5th mark here in the 3rd string. Already at 105 through the 7th. That puts him over 400. He's at 402 right now. A 7 box. Two boxes to go. 116. 209. 409, excuse me. Bob Bere, our defending champion, has himself a spare leave here with the 1, 2, 4, and 9, and Wood behind the 1 and 2. Will it go? Oh! 4-pin rocked but would not go down. $79. Another 30 pins down, and you know, of course, that he started 37 pins down. Bob just can't buy a mark right now. A 9. Okay, let's see what Steve Renaud is going to wind up with. He's already at 409. Six more, 415. Boy, he wanted that one. A beautiful spare in the 9th. Beautiful. That puts him right now at 419. Bonus. 9 more. 428. 428 plus 9, 437. $437. He wanted to put that number. How about the way he went across the board there? 146, 147, 144. Is that consistent? Bob Bere. Bob Bere gets a spare. Seven on that one, and he's got the 6, 8, 10 with wood. $10 still there. A 115 and a 66-pin win. I'm just astounded at the consistency that Steve Renaud had. I mean, he came in here with a mission, which was to put a number up on the board that would bring him back here next August, and he sure did. But the consistency is just fantastic, with a 146, a 147, and a 144. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, final score. Steve Renaud, 437, Bob Bere, 371. Home viewer jackpot is up to $200, and the total pinfall today is 808. So I'm not sure whether they're going to have a guess that high or not. We don't often have total pinfall that goes up quite that high. But anyway, you know that if I draw a card, then it happens to be a 18 or a 798, then that person, anywhere in between, that person will win the $200. But you also know that just for having a card drawn here on Candlepin Bowling, the person is rewarded with several prizes. Today, here are those prizes.
Conair, leader in hair care, brings you the finest products available today. Jerry Redding's European Styling Foam and Milk and Honey Shampoo, plus Conair Professional Styling Brushes. And a British Sterling gift set for the man who's not just a friend, the cologne that's not just a fragrance. Give him British Sterling and make him a legend in his own time. And Jovan Florals, delicate island gardenia, sultry night blooming jasmine, elegant black orchid, passionate tropical iris, elusive oriental lotus. Every woman's right to a little indulgence.
Just a quick reminder, we're asking you to take that guess as to what the total pinfall would be, both bowlers combined, on a day that maybe I'll draw your card. All I want you to do is make sure it's on a card, include your name and address, put down your guess, and send it please to this address, which is Candlepin Bowling, WCBB-TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts, zip code number 02192. Okay, let's find out now whether we're going to have a winner today. For $200, anywhere between $798 and $808. This is Sally Wensick. And Sally, well, the guess is a little off. It's 462. So anyway, next week, next week it'll be worth 250. Okay, we have $1,100 to be knocked down right here with 3 pins. Steve Renaud, our winner, gets first try at it. Okay, Bob. You wouldn't mind 1,100, would you? Oh, not quite. Okay, if you'll come over here, Bob, in front. I hope you're going to have good memories of your time here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I ran into a buzzsaw today. And
yeah, well, you had a buzzsaw last week, but you were able to knock him off. And today, well, a little bit different. $350 plus $50 in bonus money, a trophy from the Ace Trophy Company as a reminder that you were on with us, and a $50 gift certificate from Super 7 Tire Dealers.
It was a lot of fun, Don.
You come back and see us again, will you?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Steve, what a great performance. You wanted to do it, but you did it. 146, 147, 144. How consistent can you be, huh?
That's it, consistency today.
700, winning $300 in bonus money, big trophy, $50 gift certificate from True Value, and next week, against your teammate Al Johnson, huh?
Sounds fun.
All right, and listen, we're on at 12 noon for Channel 5. We'll be back to 12 noon next week, okay? All right, we'll see you then. Bye-bye, everybody.